Hey guys, it's Melanie here, and I want to talk to you today about how you can position your work and charge more using mockups. Now, you probably already know about mockups, so my job today is to try as hard as I can to convince you of how to use them to really level up your design business. Okay, so we are going to go over three main things today. The first one is how to position yourself using mockups, how to use mockups to charge more, and then how to optimize your business using mockups. We are going to be running more strategic, streamlined businesses because of mockups. So let's jump right into this. The first one is positioning yourself through mockups. So I want you guys to be using your mockups on your website, on social media and Pinterest, and also in your client presentations. This is going to allow you to show the quality of your work and build major trust. We are online businesses. We are kind of interacting with complete strangers on the internet. We need a way to kind of communicate what we're all about and what we can do for people very quickly. We want to do it in a way that kind of positions us as high-end and as a total expert, and that's going to allow you to build a lot of trust online without having met someone. So the first way that you can use mockups is on your website. Right here on the left, I've got a homepage mockup. I love using mockups on the homepage. I mean, all throughout a website, but having a clear example of a really amazing portfolio piece that kind of showcases what you're all about and what you love doing, and using that strategically to kind of say, hey, this is the type of design style I have, and this is the aesthetic that I'm going for. When people land on your homepage and see examples of your work like that, they're going to be so excited to have found you if your design style and brand aesthetic matches theirs. So I love having good examples on the homepage. And then also I've got a little mock-up of a portfolio. So I'm going to be showing you a really cool workflow and a really easy, streamlined way to use mock-ups and market your business like crazy later on in the training. But of course, you want to use mock-ups in your portfolio. That's where people are going to be going to really see what you're all about. And even if you don't have a portfolio that you love right now, or lots of clients that you want to work with right now, don't worry. I'm going to show you what you can do to overcome that and start working with people that you absolutely want to be collaborating with and doing work with. I'm going to show you how to use mockups to attract these dream clients of yours. All right, so the next thing you can do is use mockups on all of your platforms. And when I say platforms, I mean social media and Pinterest. Now, of course, Instagram is an amazing platform for designers because it's so visual, and that is the nature of what we do. You can create mockups for your client presentations, for your portfolio, and boom, you have automatically got tons and tons of content to use on Instagram. You can also use it on Facebook, on Pinterest, anywhere that you're on. You can use mockups and then point them back to your website. And I also love using mockups for client presentations. Mockups and client presentations are amazing because they help you kind of convey the tone and the mood and the feeling of whatever you're designing to your client. It also allows you to really explain your design decisions and why you approached the design the way you did. Once I started using mockups for client presentations, my revisions went way down. This is a really big opportunity to build trust with your clients and show them how to take the ideas that are in their head and combine it with your experience and your skill and your know-how, and bam, put it into one beautiful package that they understand. They're totally getting where you're coming from. I love using mockups for client presentations. They have been a very smart and strategic move in my business. Okay, so the second thing we're going to go over is how to use mockups to strategize and streamline the heck out of your business. Now, mockups are going to level the playing field for you, even if you're brand new. We're going to be able to use mockups to create templates and then repurpose those all over the place, and that's going to help you run a more streamlined business. So let's go into these things. First, strategize using mockups. What I want you to do, if you don't have a portfolio that you love, if you haven't gotten the type of client work that you want to, is I want you to come up with fake projects for yourself and build out a portfolio with those projects. And I'm going to show you how you can use that to strategically get these clients that you want at the very end of this training. But what you can do is create these projects, put them into your portfolio on your website, and then use that to give people an example of the type of work you can do. You don't need to pass them off as real work. You just say, hey, here's a fake project that I came up with. It's for this hypothetical client. This is what we were going for. And here's what I created. People just want to see an example of what you can do. And I'm going to be showing you how to build out a portfolio template in just a second. So you can use mockups to build out your portfolio. And also, if you do have a lot of client work under your belt, but you want to get into a new market, maybe that client work doesn't really represent the direction that you want to go in your design business, you can use mockups to create fake projects for the type of client that you do want to work with, put that into your portfolio, and start getting inquiries for that type of work. You can really use mockups to kind of pivot your business or get the traction that you need to get going so you can grow and just have a schedule full of clients that you want to be working with. You can also create templates with your mockups, and that is going to allow you to streamline your business because you're not coming up with images and graphics from scratch every time. What you can do is you can create kind of a basic template, and this doesn't need to be really built out or over the top. As you can see here, I've just got a simple iPad, and I've changed out what's inside of the iPad, and I've changed out the background. And these are super simple to create. You just kind of create the template, and then every time you want to use an image of an iPad for a project or for social media, you just go to that template and then change it out. So easy. Now, speaking of templates, I want to show you how you can create a portfolio project template to really streamline your workflows and market your business like crazy. Okay, so here is our blank portfolio project. You can see there's kind of this light gray banner here. This represents a full bleed image. We've got space below that for the project title, a place to list out what services were booked, and here's a little summary section right here. So the idea would be you have this template, you've got a new project that you want to create, so you just duplicate the template and then fill in the images and the details. So we've got the full width banner up here, we've got the information that you'll put in about the project, and then there are just these placeholder images, and I don't know if this is hard to see for you guys, but there's one right here, there's two right next to each other, there's another one, another big one, there's three smaller ones, and then another bigger one. You can build this out however you want, but the idea is let's just throw a bunch of images into this template and showcase what we're all about to give people lots and lots of opportunity to see the type of work that we can create and have them imagine what we could create for them. So this is the portfolio template. I've also got this great little call to action section at the very bottom because it's so important when people visit any page on your website, especially the portfolio page, to give them a next step. So what I've done is I've just created this little full width section at the very bottom. It says curious about working together, download our service guide for next steps. And this is something that you can recreate on every single portfolio project. So let's look at an example of this filled out. This is the full width banner. This is the information that you could place. Here are all of these mock-ups and images to show like, hey, this is what I created for this project. This one's not as long as what the portfolio template is. You can obviously add to the template. You can take away from it as you're, creating real portfolio projects on your website. And then you can see here at the bottom, all of this copy is the exact same. It just says curious about working together, download our service guide. And then I've put this kind of on-brand image that goes with the rest of the feel of the website. And I just go to unsplash.com and I love their stock photos. Everything that you see in this training that I'm going to show you is using either a mock-up that I found through Design Cuts or a photo that I've used from Unsplash. So that's just a quick tutorial of how to build out a portfolio template and then use that to build out actual portfolio projects and do it very quickly and very easily. So a second way that you can use mockups to streamline the crap out of your business is to repurpose them like a lot. So you can see over here on the left, we've got this mock-up of the portfolio. This is just a tiny little screenshot. There are a lot more images, but as you can see right here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 images. You can repurpose all 6 of those images across all of your platforms. So in this example, we've taken this little cloud business card mock-up. We've posted it on Instagram. We've also posted it here on Pinterest. I mean, that's just one post on 2 different platforms using one image. There's more than 6 even. So like I said, it just kind of gives you all of this content in your back pocket that you're not going to have to like wonder, what do I post on here? You can just reuse what you've already got on your website or what you've used for client presentations. Now, after all of this that I've shown you, I hope you can see how easy it would be to charge more using mockups. You can use them to position yourself, you're going to use them to build trust and to prove yourself. Okay, so positioning yourself. You can present the type of work you want to be doing in a beautiful, consistent way. That's going to signal to potential clients like, hey, this is what this person's brain looks like. They are so creative. They are so detail-oriented. They are so fun. They are so classy. They are so fill in the blank with whatever type of work you want to be doing and whatever reputation you want to be building around yourself. You can use mockups to directly influence what people think about you and the quality of your work. And as designers, it's of course so important to kind of have that more polished presence, to have that aesthetic. That's what people are coming to us for first and foremost, right? Why not use high quality professional mockups to help present your work so that you can then book thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of work with the type of clients that you want to be working with. You can also use mockups to build trust and develop a top-notch experience. And I don't just mean once someone books with you, you're kind of giving them a top-notch experience through your mockups. I mean the entire customer journey. We want to be using them to attract new clients into our business, saying, hey, this is what type of work I can do. Why don't we kind of get our brains together and come up with some beautiful design work for you? And then once they book, you're also using these mock-ups to go, hey, here's the idea that you had. Let's come together and here's how we could build this idea out. We want to create this amazing experience that helps our clients see what the potential of their businesses and brands could be. We can use mock-ups to do that and to build trust doing that because they help us kind of get ideas out of our head and into an application. And as I mentioned earlier, you can use mock-ups to explain your design decisions and say, hey, you know, this is why I decided to do this. This is how it relates back to your goals. This is how it's going to help you grow your business, how it's going to help you, you know, attract the right people and connect to them on an emotional level. You can use mock-ups in a very, very powerful way to kind of convey that experience and build the trust. Okay, and then finally, you should be using mock-ups to prove yourself. Show what you're capable of, even if you're newer. Now, even if you aren't newer, you should definitely still be using mock-ups to kind of show what you're all about. But this goes back to what I was saying. We want to say, hey, this is the vision that you had. This is how I'm applying it. This is how it relates back to your goals. We can use mock-ups to very, very easily do that. Now, there are a ton of mock-ups out there, but I've actually got all the essentials for you here. My friends at Design Cuts let me put together a bundle of the essential mock-ups that you need to use that you can build out your portfolio with and use to position your work and charge more and get the type of clients that you want. So we're just going to run through those really, really quick. There are 5 included in this bundle and there are a lot of mock-ups within this. So let's go over them real quick. The first is the Infinity Bundle. There are 70 mock-ups just in this bundle alone. There's stationery, devices, magazines, print advertising, packaging, books. There's also this business card bundle with 7 different types of business card mock-ups, which I see all over the place. What I love about this bundle is that there's this blur effect, which gives it a very realistic feel. You can change out the background color. It looks good on both light and dark backgrounds, which is something that I've found a little annoying about some of the mock-ups that I've downloaded. This one is so easy to use. Now, the corporate stationery mock-ups, there are 60 items in this bundle. You can change out the background color, the black items actually do stay black. You can't change out those, but I love them because it's this really cool paper texture. And what I found is that's so important. The kind of photorealistic finishes like that, that's what really takes a mock-up from, you know, just whatever to feeling really high quality. And I've got a mock-up that I'm going to show you in just a minute using these with the black paper texture. It's very cool. So there's envelopes, papers, tags, office supplies, notebooks, paper bags, business cards, folders. There are a lot of mock-ups just in this one. Then I also wanted to include this Apple device collection. So there are 14 mock-ups in this with tons of color variations for each of these devices. I use devices a lot in my mock-ups. Just go to my website, go to my Instagram, go to my Facebook, go to my Pinterest. I use the crap out of Apple devices. They're all over the place in my business, so you can kind of go down some rabbit holes with that. But this bundle includes the Apple Watch, an iMac, an iPad, an iPhone 11, and a few different options for the MacBook. And the final set in this bundle is the branding mock-up essentials. There are over 200 objects within this bundle alone. It's got 40 ready-made scenes, and then you can also take all of the elements and create your own scenes, which is absolutely possible with all of the mock-ups that I've shown you. So this one comes with 20 background textures too. There are some foil textures in some of the elements. There is a lot in this one. So you can change out the color, you can change out the paper textures, change out the foil. There's office supplies, flyers, notebooks, tags, envelopes, sheets of paper, brochures, pamphlets, devices, decorations, boxes. There is a ton in this one. In this bundle that I put together, I partnered up with Design Cuts and we put together a package that includes over 350 freaking mock-ups. Like I said, this is the essential mock-up pack. So there are flyers, books, tags, magazines, office supplies, sheets of paper, devices, folios, boxes, props, paper bags, envelopes. There is a ton in here. We've got all 5 of these mock-up bundles below so you can see for yourself what's included in them, what they come with. One thing I want to say is to go through those and check the system requirements. All of these are going to be using Photoshop, but some require the cloud version, some require CS2, some require CS6, and I just want to make sure that what you use in your business is compatible with what these bundles are. So make sure to check that out before you purchase. But guys, they let me put together this set of 5 different mock-up bundles, and it's for less than $65 USD. So you get a lot out of this, and like I've mentioned, this is going to be stuff that helps you position your work, charge more, and make tens of thousands of dollars in your business. So I'm so thankful to Design Cuts for letting me put this together for you and give you this special offer. I want to go over some customization tips really quick. Something that really takes your mock-ups from just flat and blah and okay, something that's really going to bring these to life are patterns, textures, photos, and graphics. These are going to bring your mock-ups to life. Go through this training again, look at all of the stuff that I've created, see how I've layered on patterns and photos and graphic elements. If you're downloading these mock-ups and experimenting and you're not having the kind of fun that I want you to be having, go to unsplash.com, download a whole bunch of photos, go create some patterns and textures or source some, create the graphics, and start layering them into your mock-ups because that's what's really going to bring them to life and bring them to the next level. And when you do this, I want you to put them on social media. I want you to tag me at My Billy Designs. If you post them into your stories, use the hashtag Powerhouse Designer so I can see your mock-ups in action. Speaking of action, what I want you to do is I want you to grab these mock-ups in this bundle and use them immediately with clients or start building out fake projects and experimenting and having fun with them. Then I want you to post those on your website and create a portfolio project, and then you can actually use this as a template moving forward. Now, once you create your portfolio project, you can repurpose images from your portfolio onto social media and onto Pinterest to bring in new clients. If you use these on Instagram, I want you to tag me and use the hashtag Powerhouse Designer because I want to see what you guys are creating and I want you to have inspiration you can use for your projects. And something that I want you to think about as you're adding this portfolio project to your website and repurposing these mockups is use all of these places as an opportunity to explain your design decisions and show your expertise. We can't just post a pretty picture. If we also explain why we came to the decision that we did, what we were trying to convey, how we use design strategy to get to this result, that's what's going to really attract people to you and build up your expertise and build up that trust that we want. So use your mockups during client projects, right? Because we're going to be using these portfolio projects that we've created and this social media content that we're using to get new clients. So I want you to use the mockups during your client presentations, and what's going to happen is you're going to be using them in your presentations and you're going to have easy content to show works in progress on social media or behind the scenes shots of what you're creating. We see designers doing this all the time, right? The only thing I'll add is we want to make sure that our client is okay with us showing in progress work because that's the nice thing to do. So use your in progress work from your client presentations if it's cool with your client. Once you use these with clients, what you're going to do is you're going to take that template from step number 2 and you're going to create a new portfolio project. And all you've got to do is repurpose the mockups from your client presentations. And maybe you want to build out a few other things, but I want to make this easy for you. Just repurpose stuff so that you can market your business a lot quicker and have this really streamlined workflow that kind of connects everything you're doing in your business so that we're not creating more work, we're just working a little bit smarter. Designers are notorious for not updating their own website, so make this as easy as possible. I don't want you having any excuse to not grow your business and not market it the way that you know it needs to be marketed. So make it easy for yourself and follow these action steps. After you create that new project using the template from number 2, you can repurpose those images from this new project on your social media and your Pinterest. And then from here, you just repeat the process. You use that work on your portfolio and this new stuff that you're posting on social media and Pinterest to get new clients. You book them, you use mockups for their presentations, you use those to show your works in progress and create really quick portfolio projects. It just starts repeating itself. Then after you've got that down pat, if you want, you can create more templates. So maybe you're using your client presentation mockups just directly onto Instagram and Pinterest, but what you can do is kind of create these like branded templates using mockups, kind of like the iPad I showed you earlier. I just change out the background, something that is really easy. People are gonna see it and over time they're gonna go, oh, that must be Sally Sue's work. So we can create more templates that we use over and over again in our business, and that's just gonna help you work a little bit more efficiently. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful in understanding how you can really use mockups to level up your design business, level up your online presence, use it to position your work and charge more and work with the exact type of clients that you want to be working with. I'm so thankful to Design Cuts for letting me put this bundle together for you. It's only $64.50, that's USD, because I know I have a lot of international people in my audience. And you get over 350 mockups in the bundle, which is insane to me. These are the essential mockups that you need. They cover everything from packaging to stationery to office supplies to props to envelopes to business cards to devices. Everything's in there. I wanted you to just have one bundle that you could download and it be everything you need. Then you can use these mockups to get tens of thousands of dollars of work booked. So I'm excited to see what you create. If you use these mockups, tag me on Instagram. I'm at MyBillyDesigns. Use the hashtag Powerhouse Designer so that we can kind of pull inspiration together. I'm so excited to see how you use these to level up your work and charge more and have more fun with the clients that you're booking, right? Okay, guys, I'm excited to see what you create. I'll talk to you later.